Welcome to the channel Collectibles or Junk. This is episode 5 of Magazine Madness. So I have here the summer 1983 issue of Muppet Magazine. I am in the process of fixing up my basement, and I bought some magazine frames, and I am framing magazines that I really like. I'm considering framing this bad boy. I mean, it's a little beat up. There's some water damage from it. This is one of my magazines from my youth. I was 4 years old when this magazine came out. And if you grew up in the 80s, you probably love the Muppets. And, if you're like me, you love Star Wars. And if you watch some of my shorts today, I've been really digging into my Star Wars action figure collection. I should say toy collection, because they were toys back right on cue back in the day. And I actually have all of these action figures. Some of them I put on display today. So Return of the Jedi came out in 1983. That was the craze. So the old Cheerios ad right there. Muppets. I mean, Jim Henson was a genius, right? Created Sesame Street, the Muppets. I think Fraggle Rock. So if you're from the 80s, do you remember these ads? Or you're a Muppets fan? Let me know. Tang. Who used to drink Tang back in the day? I don't think we did. So I had friends that used to drink Tang, though. Dungeons and Dragons was a big thing. I didn't realize it was a game back in the day. I remember the cartoon I used to love as a little boy. But it was actually a game. I guess the original Pokemon and the original games. I can't think of the name of the games. Look at this. VCR. Is that VCR? RCA will open your eyes. Video disc player. Oh, wow. Is that like a video disc? Jeez, it's not even a DVD. It's before DVD. That's interesting. I wonder how they played. Basic plays are $2.99. Disc as low as $14.98. So this is like before VHSs really came about. I'm gonna look into that. Another Return of the Jedi stuff. That's a cool ad. Dr. Julius Strangepork interviews Dr. Isaac Asimov. I'm not sure who that is. But, keeping it educational here. All about space, UFOs. Franco-American, never heard of that. Got like Chef Boyardee or Campbell's Soup. Knockoff. Sing Along. John Denver. I actually thought that was Steve Irwin for a minute. Someone asked me if he saw Steve Irwin's kids in Australia today. I actually forgot about that guy. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. Muppets Take on USA. Miss Piggy. So I'm not going to read these articles here or really get into this. Unless you really want me to, leave a comment. I could go back and revisit this stuff for you. But it looks like this issue is all about space exploration. There's Epcot Center there. Disney video cassettes starting at $29.95. The Walt Disney World. Look at that. Alice in Wonderland came with a hat. I wonder what that's worth these days. Cutie and the Beast. Look at Drew Barrymore back in the day. She was a little girl. Fresh off of E.T. Maybelline's Kissing Cousins. That's interesting. There's Fraggle Rock. Who here is old enough to remember Fraggle Rock? Leave a comment. Muppet Home Video again. Superstars War. Starring Ham Solo. Miss Piggy as Princess Loina. Link Hogthrob as Ham Solo. Kermit as Fluke Skywalker. Gonzo as Barf McVader. Gonzo as Super Schnoz. Dr. Strangepork as Obi-Wan Finoki. And Fozzie Bear as Chew Backwards. Let's look at this comic here. I'm not going to read it to you. So if you want, screenshot it. Read it later. A pretty cool artwork here. The Muppets as Star Wars people. So let me know in the comments who's your favorite Star Wars character and your favorite Muppet. How about that? Baseball. Look at this, Dave Winfield back in the day. I guess he was with the Yankees at this time. I'm assuming. I doubt he was getting this kind of publicity with the Padres. I could be wrong. Yeah, New York Yankees right there. Second year at the Yankees. Snow White. Coming July 15th to a theater near you. Alright, the new Snow White was off the hook. I don't know why people are making a big fuss about it. I guess racist America doesn't like it, but whatever. New Snow White is really good. Incredible Vegetables. Trying to get my daughter to eat more vegetables. Maybe here in the background, that's the huffing and puffing. It's not me breathing heavy, it's my daughter huffing and puffing because I mentioned the New York Yankee. And she's laughing at this magazine, Time Magazine. Let's wrap it up. Look at that, a few video game people, gamers. That was high tech back in the day. Prizes for cash. I always used to see these advertisements as a kid. Sell cards and gifts for free. Sales out. You can sell, I guess, cards. Maybe go door to door and sell things and get these prizes. That's a pretty good idea. HBO. Fraggle Rock was on HBO back in the day. What's wrong with this picture? I'm not gonna. This advertisement's sticking to it. I'm not gonna pull it apart. Some Muppet Madness. Ernie doll, $11.50. Original Kermit, $15. I wonder what that's worth now. John Denver and the Muppets. And lastly, oh my goodness, what a slap to the face. This is a Hot Wheels ad. I had this thing as a kid. Holy cow. And I gave it to my little cousin when I was older. Oh, by the way, is that the kid from Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Wonder Years? But I gave it to my cousin against my will. My mother made me give away some toys in the early 90s. My toys from the 80s. And I had to give this away. And it was still in the box. Still the original box. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, my cousin calls me up and is like, hey, you want to... My mom wants to get rid of my my toys. You want to buy the Hot Wheels stuff off me? I'm like, dude, I gave it to you. Why don't you give it back to me so my kids could play with it? And he never responded back. He didn't call me, he texted me. You know, people text nowadays. So I thought that was pretty dirty and grimy of him trying to sell me back my Hot Wheels, which I regret to this day, let my mom give that away. And other things along this. But if you saw my videos, you saw my mom let me keep a lot of my stuff. So shouldn't really complain, but still, this brings back a sore spot. Anyway. This is episode 5 of Magazine Madness. Thanks for checking it out. If you like the Muppets and or Star Wars, let me know. Got Drew Barrymore and Dave Winfield in there. There's a little bonus. Let me know. Is this magazine frame material? I'm really considering framing it and putting it on my wall. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Look out for more Magazine Madness. Peace.